Welcome, everyone, to the home of the War Chant, Osceola, Renegade, and the Florida State Seminoles, a place simply known to some as the Dome. Today, a couple of teams getting set to square off in an ACC battle. As we'll see, the Virginia Cavaliers taking on the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Cavaliers will put total leather to crank us up. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Florida State's offense will have the football first. And this is a matchup that we've been talking about coming into this. High-powered offense squaring off against a defense that is more than capable of shutting them down. This one's going to be fun, David.
And this defense has been able to do that. Like every offense they've faced, they've played great. They take away what you do best. Obviously, Paul.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
This offense already in the black zone, a little bit backed up. How do they want to respond? They come out to throw the football, be aggressive, and this defense was ready, and they got pressure on the quarterback and got a sack on the very first snap.
And the Seminoles have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. They'll run play action. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. With the catch, it's McCoy. He'll be dragged down right at the 19-yard line. It'll bring up 4th down. And the Seminoles will punt this one away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Cavaliers offense has its first opportunity of the day. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. That they got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting him know. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He'll take a shot. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
Man, these late-night crowds are so much fun. They're so into it, so much energy in this building. And the visiting team drives down the field. Tell you what, drive stalls out a little bit, but they quieted this place a little bit by getting 3 and starting this game off on the right foot.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Out of the gun to give to the back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Now adjusting. He's going to run it. Quarterback gets enough. How about this dude going off script for the Noles? Not necessarily known for his running ability.
Hey, make plays when they're there, right? I think that's one of the most important qualities of a quarterback is being able to make the right decision at the right time. And listen, they've had some great ones at Florida State. Looking for that next great one to take them over the top.
The Seminoles moving quickly to the line.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Here comes the heat. The throw. It's caught. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Back to pass. It's Castellanos. Makes the grab. Now the connection takes it to the 11. The Noles didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Noles! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
Hey, when everything else is covered, sometimes you just got to look to the big fella. I mean, it might not be the right matchup, but I got the size, and I can throw it to him, and he rewards you with the score.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Man, it just means more in the SEC, and take a look at how things are playing out here. Kentucky needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Lexington behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to South Carolina.
Got it in the middle. It's Ennis.
Games like these just mean more in the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big happens. You should see.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Getting that push. A pickup of 4 out to the 26. A cacophony of noise. Debilitating surround sound. The war chant on 3rd down at the dope. Breaks into the open. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down. The Cavaliers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. Trying to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Trying play action. Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Cavaliers are marching down the field. They'll try the run. Slithers into space. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. The Cavaliers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Looking to throw on 1st down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
And the Cavaliers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Yeah, how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
Keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Finds the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. And for the second time tonight, they'll try out the field goal kicker. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth, man. 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Gonna run it. It's off chop. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31. These offensive scripts on both sides have been masterpieces as they are going up and down the field in the first. Caught in the backfield, it's McCoy. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Dropping back, it's Castellanos. Swings it out to his running back. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. That's caught. It's McCoy. Ball down, but he has enough to move the chains. This offense lining up now at the 48-yard line on first and 10. Holds and fires complete to the right. Things did not go their way in ACC play last year. This year, an opportunity maybe to turn things around.
And we've seen people in this league turn things around. The ACC every year, it seems like, like Reese, you always say, spinning that wheel of destiny. Who's going to be in the championship game? So it's not unheard of that you can have a bad season and turn it around. So, Jesse, a lot of examples to point to as they kick off the season.
Yeah, it's critical then to get off to a fast start, right? They've got to come out here in their first conference game in ACC play and put it all together. Offense has to march the ball, score points. Defense needs to get some stops and create some takeaways and set a standard for yourself.
There he goes. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
And the Noles back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. To the air, it's Castellanos. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Caught behind the line. It's Pittman. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the PAT makes it 14-6. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Motion from the wideout. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Got a man. It's Ross. Spins away from one. Turning it on. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab.
And that's the beauty of this offense and this playmaker at wide receiver. Throw the ball short, but what he does after the catch, he's just got so much speed, so dynamic with the football, and this is why they get it to him short, because he can take it to the house or make a big play on any reception.
The Cavaliers racing to the line in the hurry-up.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to go up top. Grabbed over the middle. It's Ennis.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Catch in the middle, it's Green. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. And the Cavaliers trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Motion from the wide receiver. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
Trying to pound their way in. Touchdown, Cavaliers! Great job by the back on the option.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they cut it to a 14-13 game. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The give to the back. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Back to throw, it's Castellanos. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And this is going to be incomplete on third. The Seminoles will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the returner will be brought down. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. They took it down the field for a touchdown the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to take the lead in this football game.
So they got to be feeling good. They did their part, score. Your defense does your part, Jesse. This offense, keep that momentum. I would say stay aggressive here.
And just keep doing what you were doing in that last drive, right? Well, whatever was working for you, just go back. Keep using those same playmakers to allow you to go down here and score a touchdown.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on third down at the dome. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. He's got an open man. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Cavaliers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw again. The sure hands, it's Taylor. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Off play action. Makes the catch. It's Ennis.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Cavaliers are flying down the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Snagged out of the air. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Snags it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. They took it 68 yards on that drive. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Got the quick completion. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Looking for a man. It's Castellanos. That's reeled in. It's Robinson. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he's got it inside the 20.
Well, the offense is finding success throwing this guy's way. He just had a massive, massive play, his longest catch of the game. And I think if you're on offense, you got to keep looking this guy's way. He's now starting to prove that he's eating his guy alive in coverage, and he needs more touches.
They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Got some room into the goal line. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. Direct snap. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard. The Seminoles headed quickly to the line. They'll go up top on second and short. Fires into the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Turning to the running game here on 3rd and goal. Touchdown Seminoles! And we've got a shootout.
I just love the offense managing the clock in that situation, David. There was absolutely no panic. Calm, cool, and collected all the way down the field, scoring the touchdown, and now giving themselves an opportunity to take the lead here at halftime.
And the other side of that coin, Palmer, is the defense, man. Like, we got to keep them in bounds. We got to make sure we're not giving up big plays. They can throw it over the middle of the field. The clock's our friend, and they didn't execute good enough down the stretch of that drive to force a field goal.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great one in Tallahassee going on. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Doak Campbell Stadium.
They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. Makes the grab. It's Taylor. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36. He'll keep it himself. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. To the air on second down. Catch in the middle. It's Ennis. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound. The war chant on third down at the Doak. And I don't think he got there. No, they stopped him short. He does not pick up the first down. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Makes a grab past the marker. Open space at the 25. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere. Just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do. But maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
The huge play got him on the porch, but now they got a kick in the door. Trying to barge in. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Second down, they'll go to the air. Trying to bull his way in. Touchdown, Cavaliers. And that one will give them the lead. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he makes the extra point. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the Mountain West. New Mexico State is ahead in this one. This team plays a hard-nosed brand of football there in Las Cruces, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 13 over New Mexico. We've got our finger on the pulse of everything in the Mountain West and all around college football. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Wants to throw. It's Castellanos. Right on the money. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Who says defensive backs don't have hands? Nice job breaking on the football and making the catch. A lot of times you see guys swat it down or you see them trying to catch it. It looks like they have two left hands. Defensive backs don't catch real well. Nice job breaking on the football. Nice job securing the INT and actually catching it.
Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Man, this offense has been bad. After the first play, nowhere to go, nowhere to run, tackle for a loss. Second play, you get your quarterback sacked. And the third play, now we're sitting in 3rd and long, right where this defense wants to get us.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Quickly out to the tight end. He goes out of bounds right at midfield. The Cavaliers will bring the punt team onto the field. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Got the first down and more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
This defense continues to do a great job of not letting a great athlete at quarterback make big plays on them. Great job pursuing him, keeping him in that cage, not letting him get out in the open field because we know he can do some damage. Nice job by this defense so far.
And the Seminoles trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. He'll do it himself. Past the 45. Strong, firm tackle. Ball just inside the 40 and the 39. It's 3rd and short. Looking for a man. It's Castellanos. Grabbed in the middle. It's Ocha. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. Wide receiver going in motion. Off play action on first down. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. And the Seminoles now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. He'll pull it on the read. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Dings it complete to the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. And is slips just inside that right upright. The lead is down to a field goal.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quarterback on the keeper. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Now the play fake. Rushes on him. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Makes the grab down the left side. Touchdown, Virginia. A great catch and run for 6.
And, man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the breadbasket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job at getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. Line getting set on second down. No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Seminoles line up, trying to move the sticks on third and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. And they stopped him in the backfield on third down and short. The Noles will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Wants to return it. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. The give is to Taylor. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Leaves it with the running back. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The pull and throw off the RPO. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Creates a little room. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. And the Cavaliers look to keep this drive humming. To the air on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Ross. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Rides the back and leaves it. Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24. They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on third down at the dope. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Never a doubt. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
Here he comes with the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and at this point of the game, you just can't afford many of those. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. After that last completion, it's second down. On the run, it's Ocha. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. To the air, it's Castellanos. They'll run the screen. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. And the Knowles will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Heaves it on the run. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. The Seminoles are in the hurry-up.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. The Seminoles are threatening in the red zone. Looking to fire. Gets it to the back. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the 1st down. They get to him as he throws.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman and a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it. He'll keep it himself. Gets it out to the 40-yard line. Give him 5 on that one. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The give. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Give to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Dropping back, it's Castellanos. That's caught. It's Ocha. In their vision of that play, someone would run free after making an easy catch. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to go except down.
Probably looked really good when they drew that one up on the board this week in practice, but obviously a lot more difficult to go out and execute. Give the defense credit. Great stop.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got a man. It's White. Brought down at the 16-yard line, and that will likely bring out the punt team. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. And they'll take a knee and watch this clock keep on winding its way toward a victory. You know, there's no real reason to panic, but if you think about it, when does panicking ever really help? But certainly this was a bitterly disappointing outcome.
And you can look at a lot of different statistics, and I know we tend to overcomplicate college football these days, but guys, at the end of the day, it comes down to two very simple things. You can't turn the ball over, and you can't have penalties. You do those things, David, and it'll beat you every time.
That's the difference between winning and losing. It's the small things, but find those things that you need to improve on, keep working on them, keep developing. Those things you do well, let's do those. Let's do more of those things more consistently.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.